These people are like, oh, comedians, you guys fucking work an hour a night, and then you think you're fucking... No. I'm not that guy, doggy. I am working around the clock nonstop. So, Rob DeLuro says, oh man, please don't get insufferable like Segura. I don't know what that means. I like Tom Segura. I think Tom Segura is a funny comedian and a good dude. I don't know how he's insufferable, but, you know, you probably are going to think I'm insufferable too in that case. I like working hard, baby. I like working hard. I'm so rich I can do whatever I want, is what he just said. One, you're retarded. You're hearing what you want to hear. I'm not rich at all. I'm trying to get rich. Why is that so gross to say? Why do people sort of look down at that statement? Or maybe people don't look down at it. I feel almost embarrassed to be like, oh, I want to be really fucking rich. It feels like a kind of an icky, gross thing to say you want to be rich. But I do. I want to fucking have a lot of money. Like a lot of fucking money. Millions and millions of dollars. I want to be able to take off for a few months if I want and not work my ass off. Shouldn't that be the goal for everybody? Shouldn't that be the goal literally for everybody? Is to get so rich that you can fucking actually not work? Segura stopped pretending he was an everyman and just rolled with the rich douche persona. Gowan, Commando, but he's not an everyman. You know, look, everyman is a weird thing. Shouldn't you be honest? Wouldn't you rather respect somebody who's honest about what they are? Because there's certain guys that don't do that, right? So Nate Bargatze, who I love, who's my son's godfather, one of my favorite people in the entire world, Nate sort of does this everyman thing, right? Where he's like, oh, you know, Laura's worrying about the bills. They don't worry about bills. He drives a crazy car. He's got multiple mansions. Like, you know, and that he puts on, it's like almost like a character. It's borderline, you know, Larry the Cable Guy. Or, you know, you might be a redneck if. Like, those guys were wildly... Larry the Cable Guy was worth tens of millions of dollars. And he puts on a cable guy uniform and pretends to be an everyman. You want Segura to do that? You want Bert to do that? Or do you not respect them being like, yo, I'm rich now. I fucking made it. I struggled for 20 years and then I figured out how to get rich. Wouldn't you rather the honesty? And I kind of pride myself on being honest. And I always have been. And I'm not rich. I mean, not in the sense that I want to be rich. I guess compared to some people, I'm doing pretty well. But the reality is I'm not rich. I'm not rich compared to Nate Bargatze or Tom Segura or fucking Bert Kreischer or Shane Gillis or any of these guys. These guys are fucking loaded. So I don't know. I respect people who are being real. If you get to the point where you're making tens or hundreds of millions of dollars a year, you know, if he was going like, oh, I'm just like you, like he's not. He's worth $100 million. Should he not be honest about that? You know, if he maybe you don't like that, maybe you're not connecting with that guy anymore, and that's okay. You can move on. But you can't be like, oh, fuck that guy. He changed. That's crazy. That is crazy. Why does Rich have to come with being a douche, though? I don't know. I look, to be honest with you, I don't watch Tom Segura stuff like that. Is he that much of a douche? Everything I've seen from Tom Segura, he seems to be a pretty nice guy. He seems to be a pretty funny dude, happy with his life, happy with his wife, happy with his kids in his home, and just, you know, doing his own thing, creating his own fucking path. I just respect that. I don't, you know, maybe I don't see it. I also don't see I don't watch these people's shows like that, so I don't see the nuance of them becoming fucking super douchey. But maybe you guys did. Maybe you guys have been watching him for, you know, a decade and you kind of see the differences. But I think people also grow up and people change. Like a lot of people would be like, dude, the Legion of Skanks have changed. Yes. After 13 years, after becoming parents, after having something to lose and having homes and you know, just being adults, you just change. I'm not a pothead anymore. I was a pothead for a very long time. You know how many people tell me like, bro, you fucking suck now that you don't smoke weed? It's like, okay, well, don't watch my shit anymore. You know, I'm happier when I'm not getting stoned all day. I'm happier being able to have free flow thoughts and not lose my train of thought and thinking. I'm happier being motivated and creating projects that'll hopefully create wealth for my family for generations to come. That's what makes me happy. Much happier than smoking a blunt.